Computer-generated chess problem 2883 by Chesthetica. So white is clearly ahead in material by a rook and a knight, but the rook on e1 is threatened by the knight on c2. So obviously maybe white should try rook to f1, something like that. And then here maybe king to e8, avoiding the discovered check, e6, threatening a promotion, and also blocking the king's advance to d7 or f7, maybe h5, knight to d6 check, king to d8, and rook to f8 mate. A simple win in 4 moves. Well, yeah, you could try that. But is that the best move in this position? Well, if you're not too hasty, you might have noticed what the best move really is. As you can see from the engine analysis, there are many ways to mate in 4, not just the one I showed you. But there's only one way to mate in 3, the shortest mate. And that is knight to d6. In other words, forget about the rook on e1. Now if h5, bear in mind rook to f1 mates immediately. So that's the threat. In other words, black has to capture this rook. Okay, I mean, he can also play knight to e3, but this just delays because after rook captures, knight h5 and rook to f3 mates. There's also the possibility of knight to d4, so after rook to f1 check, knight to f3 or knight to f5 succumbs to rook captures f5 mate. But let's look at the obvious thing, which is knight captures rook. Okay, so now there's only a pair of knights and a pawn against a knight and a pawn. In other words, white is only up by a single knight. This would otherwise be a drawn situation. But the position matters. White remains calm. e6. And suddenly you see that the knight is too far away to do anything, to stop the inevitable. Whatever black plays, h5, knight to f3, knight to d3, it doesn't matter because e7 checkmates. All of white's pieces are just where they need to be to checkmate the king. How economical. I hope you enjoyed this one. I thought it was pretty good.